Okay, there we go. The checkbox, we won't need the checkbox for this one, so let's go. We are live. We're gonna make it like this. We won't need the checkbox because I'll simply use Streamlabs regular chat for this. So, welcome everyone. I will take up my phone out. So I have it on me. Let's promote this right away. Your channel, live stream. Not that chat, I will share. Discord. We're gonna go Pakistan. There, my Discord. There we go. And just like that, I'm ready for the stream. Wait to have a message on Instagram. What's this? Nice. Anyway, so for today, we're gonna be making 2 tier lists. Nothing special. It's probably gonna take like half an hour. We'll go slow and steadily. And so the first tier list will be the niche tier list. So like every character, how good do they perform in their best niche? And the second tier list will be their optimal usage overall. And this is because I have a group chat on Discord where I help people with their Genshin stuff. And so I want to make a tier list for how good a unit is in their specific niche, and how good the unit, like if they're using the specific niche, and how good the unit is overall. So we have SS for characters that are good no matter what team. Like you can use them anywhere you want, they'll still be amazing. S is for top tier units, A is for great units, B is for like decent units but they can be easily replaced, and C is for the units, and for the not out yet we'll put in I'll hate them and yeah. So yeah, that's the tier we know we're gonna do like that. So yeah, we'll be treating Traveler as Dendro because we only have one Traveler here, and like Animal would be D, G would be B. No, Animal would be C. Honestly, like Animal Traveler isn't all that bad, but he's still bad. So Animal Traveler would be C, the Geo Traveler would be B, but the Dendro Traveler is definitely an A. It's not an S tier because of Nahida, but he's definitely an A tier as Dendro Traveler. And then we have Ayaka. Ayaka is a definite test, one of the best units in the game, no doubt. Albedo, within his niche, he is definitely an A tier support, no doubt about it. Amber, the easy. Barbara, C. Barbara is a very decent healer, good, but only good only for early game because of her hyper ring. Inflicting Hydra onto her, it's a giant pain in the ass. We then have Beto. Beto is a high A, low S support, definitely. Like, she's super underrated. Bennett is a double S. No matter what team you run, no matter what units run that team, Bennett is gonna be an amazing support, want it or not. Trunkin goes into the B. Like, he's not horrible, but yeah, he can easily be replaced by literally anyone else. For example, Rosaria fall put into A. Rosaria can be a physical sub DPS, a critical rate buffer, a cryo, a physical damage buffer, but Rosaria within her niche is a very good support. I definitely say A. The Luke is low A. He does decent damage, but he has been a tiny bit power corrupt. Like, back in the day, he would definitely be like Astro double S, but nowadays he's low A. Like, he's almost B, but he's kinda bad, too good to be B. Then we have Diona, Dionosaur. Diona has a decent shield, and she also provides healing, like passive healing, which is kinda good, not gonna lie. She's definitely not S material. Would I put her in the same tier of support as Rosaria? I'd say yes. She is also low A, same situation as Diluc. She was amazing before, but now she's kind of power capped, especially since Layla came out, who is literally just a better version of her that doesn't heal. So yeah, Fischl is an easy yes. She's an amazing support and you can use her on most teams, like without a problem. She's also an amazing battery, and if you don't have Raiden Shogun, she's honestly your go-to Electro unit. Ganyu is yes. I'd say Ayaka is better than Ganyu. We'll also sort this whole tier list out later. Right now I'll just put them randomly, but we'll put them in order later. Hu Tao. Hu Tao, I will argue, is a very, very high A. Like, not enough to be an S, because she really does need some really like specific. She needs a shield. Want it or not, her team is desperate for a shield, and that shield must not heal. So like, you cannot use you cannot use Noel with her, you cannot use Diona with her, like, because both of those heal. If your Zhongli is C6, you cannot use him with Hu Tao, so I'd definitely say like the top of A tier. Jean, top of A tier, amazing healer, solid DPS, a very good support overall, and every Zhao main out there wants her if they don't have her. Kaya is a B. He's a good DPS, decent off-field DPS, but he's not really anything to write home about. Keqing, same as Kaya. Well, because this is the niche tier list, Keqing can go into like mid-A, because of Dendro making her kinda decent, but that's only because that's her niche right now. Klee, B, very low B. She's like the worst DPS made. Like DPS meant unit in the game. I'm very sorry. I really like her playstyle, but she just doesn't do it right. Lisa. I can honestly see an argument being made for Lisa to be B, like low B, but I think she's high C. No, because I put Keqing into mid A, I'll put Lisa in low B. Lumina is the same as Ether, like, they go together. Mona is, in my opinion, a high A. She is similar to Penny, like she's an amazing support, but she's not nearly as good as Penny. She doesn't heal as much as Penny, and even though her attack buff directly is higher than Penny's, she doesn't heal like Penny, so middle A, definitely. Ningguang, high B, solid DPS, decent support for Geo, but not good enough to be with anyone in A tier. Noelle, high B. Noelle is super underrated, I must admit. Like, her shield is amazing, her DPS is amazing, her healing is quite decent, her failsafe is one of the best passives in the game, in my opinion. And I hate that she doesn't have any energy regeneration, because if she had some, she'd be like an easy high A or something. Like, she'd be one of the best forces in the game in terms of DPS. But as for right now, top of the B, definitely. Chichi, I'd say is low A. Maybe high B. No, low A. Definitely low A. Chichi's healing is incredible. There's a reason why she's one of the best healers in the game. Alright? Like, she's amazing. Kokumi is technically a better healer than her, simply because of like her being Hydro and the way she just works overall, and the fact that she on burst has a whole team heal. But Chichi is also an amazing healer. Her healing rate is the highest healing rate in the game. You can give her any 4-piece Ocean Healed Climb set and she'll do 30k damage with ease. That's how high her healing rate is. And honestly, if I didn't have Chichi, my account would have been dead a long time ago. Like, she just helped my Zhao team so much. Razor, I'd also put in low A. He's also very underrated, especially now in the Dendro. Like, I used to run a Razor Hyperboom team, like, a while ago when Sumeru came out for Exploration, and oh my god, I was impressed, honestly. Sucrose, S tier support, with his same as Special. Like, those two are amazing supports. Bataglia, I'd say, goes into high A alongside Hu Tao. Like, they're very good DPSs. They can dish out giant damage, but they have serious flaws in their kits, so high A. Venti, high A, same reason. Not as good as Sucrose, but still a very good support, and he makes Spiral Abyss easy. Like, some of the levels of Spiral Abyss are literally made so you run Vent. Jungling is yes, great great off-field DPS, great vaporize enabler. I use her with Charlie right now, and she's amazing. I love her. Zhao Loas, he's a great damage dealer. He doesn't have the same flow with Putao, where he does reduce his HP, but he's independent of having low HP, unlike Putao, so just bring a healer with him and you're good to go. Literally, you don't need anything else. Xingqiu is yes, maybe even SS. Like honestly, I didn't consider Xingqiu to be SS, but I'll put him into S for now, and I'll think about it later. Jingyan, I guess she can be a decent physical DPS, so I'll put her in C, but like, she's not far from D. Wrongly, SS. I don't need to explain anything there. Yola S, amazing physical DPS, pair her up with like Lisa, Riding Dragon, with any off-field electro attacker, or Fischl, like Fischl and Yola go amazing, and you'll have an amazing team, I can guarantee. She'll do immense physical damage, and it won't be a joke. Yanfei, I'll put her in B, she does decent damage, but definitely worse than Razor, and yeah, compared to Razor, she was in low A, she's definitely high B. Kazuka SS, I don't need to explain anything there. Yanfei, since we are talking about niche, like we are ranking this with their niches, we'll put her in S. She's the best character for any mobile player user, but outside of that, there's a lot more better characters that if you play like on PC or PlayStation, something like that. Sayo, I'll put her in middle B. She has decent healing, she does damage while she heals, and she's just straight up amazing for exploration, so yeah, high B sounds good. I don't know how to do this, doing this, we will put it there. Raiden Shogun, easy double, no, easy yes, like top of the S. She's not double S because she cannot be really brought into any team, but she's definitely one of the best, if not the best units in the game, and her off-field is amazing, her on-field is amazing, her burst DPS is amazing, like you make her fit within any role in the game and she'll do amazing. Kujosara, because this is niche, we'll put her in A tier, because this is a niche tier list, so based off in her niche alone, she's an amazing support, maybe an S tier. We'll put her high A because it doesn't feel right to put her in S tier. In any electro team, she's amazing, but if she's out for the team, down the team. Kokomami, S tier, the best healer in the game, like not because of the healing rate. If we're talking healing rate, Chichi is going double S tier, or Chichi's healing rate is insane. But in terms of character, like character itself, she applies Hydro, she killed the whole team. She doesn't need to be on field to kill, she's amazing. And they definitely see why people use Kokomi instead of Chichi. She also gets energy for herself. Aloy D with Amber. Toma! With Surgeons of Burgeon teams, Toma actually moved up a bit from like C to B, but I would say middle B. His shield is... it could be better, honestly. But his Burgeon capabilities are amazing, and he can be a very fun unit, especially now. Like, I'm currently want to build Toma because of an Avatar Hazel team, but yeah. Ito, in his niche team, he's S, his amazing unit. Goro, within his niche, like, remember, this is a niche playlist. Like, we're looking specifically at when they're at their best matching capability, and Goro at that situation is an S tier support. You cannot change our mind. Shenhe, same situation as Goro, though I rank her like with Sarah. If we're talking niches. Yunjin, I'd rank high B, she's decent, but like there's so much better than her. She, like, if you don't have Bennett, you can use her, I guess. Yeah, Miko, I'll put her into B too. She's nothing to write home about. She can do amazing damage and she can do amazing off-field, but her setups are way too much to do and they take up way too much time when another team or another support unit would just press C, swap out and do 3 times more damage than Yaku 3. Ayato is yes, but I'd say he does less damage than Child, but he's much easier to use than Child, which gives him a spot in S. Yelan and Chucho go together, like they're essentially the same character, just one is a 5-star. Shinobu, within her niche, she's an S. Like within the Hyper Bloom teams, she is an easy S. She's essentially if you don't have Raiden Shogun, use Cookie in Hyper Bloom teams. Heizo is A tier. He is an amazing animal DPS, and I'm surprised he's a 4-star. He honestly has all the potential to be a 5-star. Tenari, A tier, not good enough to be S tier, but still does quite a bit of damage and is still quite good. It's kind of complicated to make teams with him because you need an on-field, something to create like the elements on-field to a wide area for him to be at full effectiveness, but you can use him as a quick swap shotgun character. Kole is honestly a low B. She had potential to be much better than the Dendro Traveler, but her burst is more random and has less area of effect than Travelers, and she fell off because Dory, low B, like she's too good to be in C, but she's not good enough to be anything higher than minimum B. Nilo within her niche is an S tier. Within Bloom teams, but within any other team, she literally just swaps, same as Kujasara. But if you're making a blue team and you don't put Nilo in it, what are you doing? Like, honestly. Sino, I'll put in high A tier. Sino is also an amazing DPS. He can dish out amazing numbers. Alone in aggravating Hyper Bloom, all of that works for him, especially when you pair him. You know what, I'll put him in low S. Like he's just great. Candace, they can fit in your mouth. B. Nakira S. I want to put Nakira in SS. But like she's more fit to be in S, honestly. Because as soon as you use an Animal, G, or a Cryo unit, her like usability flops a lot. So yeah, high S. Layla can go. Where did I put Noel? If I put Noel in B, Layla can go in B. You know what? I'll move up Noel in A and keep Layla in high B, like that. Wanderer, I'll put in A too. He's an amazing unit. He can dish out a lot of damage, but the problem with him is that you need very specific types of support, like Zhang cannot really work with him, like at all, because he's too high for Zhang to actually hit stuff. So like you need to use like Shincho, or you need to get his elements through shielders, and the shielder is a must-have. And Faruzan within her niche, we will not put niche characters into essence. Like I don't want to do that. But like within her niche, she is the best of the best, so yes. And I think I am satisfied with this first tier. So server download. Download image. I'll download it to my desktop. Now, we'll reset it. So we're gonna reset the tier list. We're gonna roll below. Not in game yet. And roll above. SS. So we're gonna get the obvious ones out of the way, so let's go. Not in game yet. Not in game yet. Close the ad. Not in game yet. SS with these. Where should we? Zhongli, SS with these, and Kazuha. Where's Kazuha? There he is. SS with these. So these are a stable. This will not change no matter what. And now we'll go with the same logic. So Danger Traveler on his own is a B tier because if we don't use danger reactions, he's kind of, you know what, I'll put him in A tier. I cannot justify him being in B tier. Albedo still goes in B tier. In everything he's in, he's just B tier unit. Amber, D tier. Ayaka S tier, she can go along with so many units in so many teams, and she's just an amazing unit overall, doing enormous damage. We go C, we go A, we go B. Like, these did not change a bit. Diluc also didn't change. Diona, I'd say also didn't change. She's still an A. Fischl is still an S tier support. She's an amazing support. Kanye is still an S tier unit. Tao is still A tier. Jean is also still, you know, Jean will fall down to B tier because within her niche of animal units, she's amazing, but like when you take out animal units, especially Zhao, she kind of just falls into B tier. Honestly. Kaya B tier. I'm sorry to say this, but the Qing also flops down. I even see C tier like underneath Kaya or low A tier or low B tier because without aggravate she's nothing. Literally aggravate is the only thing keep her relatively alive. Klee, B tier, Lisa. Lisa, because we're not talking about niches anymore, goes to C because her niche was aggravate and we're not talking about niches anymore. Traveler. Mona still goes in. Did they put Mona in A or S tier? Wait. I put Mona into A tier, yeah. She'll stay there for now. So Mona A tier. Ningguang, same situation. Ningguang was put in B last time, like high B, but I'll put her low B because we're not looking at niches anymore, we're looking at specific teams. Noelle still goes into A, though she is still as amazing. Same goes for Chichi, low A. Same goes for Razors. Sucrose goes into S again. Child goes into A again. Venti also goes into A again. Zhanglin goes into S again. Zha goes into S again. Xingqiu goes into S again. Actually, no, I'll move Xingqiu down to strong A and put Yelan into S. Like that. You're going to D. Wait, no, you're going to C, like last. We're not talking about niches anymore, so physical DPS teams are out of the window, and like we're looking at Rosario role support, and as a support alone for like overall every character in the game, she's more like a B tier unit. She's still a great support, like the 15% crit rate she can give is still quite a gigantic buff, but like that doesn't improve the damage, that just improves the like ability of ours doing damage and anything like that. So we're gonna put her into B. Because as a DPS, she's not really as good as Razor or something like that. Eula, we're not talking physical DPS niche teams anymore, we're talking her as a unit alone and she goes into A. And same goes with Ito, like if we're not looking at his support specifically, he's going into A. And speaking of niche geos, Goro goes into C. He just flops because we're not looking at niche, we're looking at teams outside of Mono Geo. So Goro is honestly C. Yanfei is still high B, still a very good unit. Yoimiya, because we're not looking at her niche anymore, so we're not looking at just the Pwn users anymore, we're looking at all the users. Yoimiya is going like in the middle of A tier. Sayu is going low B tier. Raiden Shogun is still high S. Raiden Shogun is just an amazing unit overall. Kujasara, because we dropped the whole mono electric thing or many electro units in one team, and as a unit standalone, she goes B. Sengonomiya Kokomi S tier still. Eloy D tier. Toma drops to C tier because we're not looking at Virgin teams specifically or Aotakezu teams, just fun, we're looking at Toma as a unit alone, and as a unit alone, Toma is a C. Shenka falls down to B because we're not looking at cryo teams anymore, we're looking at regular teams, but I'll say she's still better than Rosario. Where's Rosario? She's still better than Rosaria, but she's not far away from her. It doesn't help that they both use polars. Yunjin, C tier, same situation with Rosaria. Yamiko B tier, honestly. Same situation as before. She's good enough, but she's not good enough. She's like high B tier. Ayato, S tier, Witties, Fukushinobu. We're not looking at hyperlink teams anymore, so she can drop, let's say, high B tier. She would go decently to like Yula or she wouldn't go really well with Ayaka. But the taser comps and stuff like that, she'll go decently with it, but without Hyperbloom, she kind of falls down. Here's okay, so he's still an amazing unit, nonetheless. Tainari, same goes for Tainari. We put Tainari in A last time, right? Let me double check just in case. Tainari, yep, we put him in A last time too. Cool. So Tainari A tier, Kogei B tier, like the bottom of B tier. Dory C tier. Nilo without blooms. Nilo just drops tremendously. So C tier. Like she just isn't good enough. Like any other team outside of Bloom that uses Nilo has a much better unit. Like any Hydro team can use Xingqiu, can use Kokomi, can use Yelan, can use Ayato, can use Child, can use Barbara even. Like I'd even argue Barbara is better for any other team than Nilo. But yeah, Nilo just flops down. It's not even close. Sino is still high, like less high A tier. Candace, I think we put her in C tier last time, and I think I won't be moving it. No, I'll just keep this in open. No, we put her in low B. Okay, you know what? We'll put her in low B this time too. Because her keys doesn't really change, so we'll put her in low B. Nahida, still an S tier unit. Still an amazing support. Even though she's kinda niche-y. Like, she can't work well with Geo or Cry or Animal. When she works well with 90% of the game, and when she does, she works perfectly. Like, she's the best support unit you can get. Then we have Layla, top of B, Scaramouche, top of A, and Farazan. Farazan, in her niche, is S tier. Do we put her in S tier? Please tell me I put her in S tier. She deserves S tier. Farazan, where's Spark? Yeah, we put her in S tier last time, but this time, because we're not Internation anymore, we're not Animal DPSs only, she drops down tremendously, like bottom of B tier. So yeah, this is the outside of their niche, like how good they are without their niche. So yeah, saver download. Download image. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If anyone watched the VOD, thank you for watching the VODs too. That's great too. I like that too. Hope you enjoyed your stay. If you disagree with any of my opinions on the tier list, feel free to type it down in the comment. I will read your argument and either counter argue or